Welcome everyone. This is Excel Module 4. It will be the end of Project 1. Actually, this is the end of Module 1. So we start off with opening up the file, and I'm going to save it. I'm going to make a copy of what I've already done ahead of time, and then I will go in here and save it as what it tells us to. And yes, I want to replace it. You will not have to do it unless you start from scratch and want to overwrite your file. So we are now at this point in time. Of course, it does tell you always to check in B6 for your name. So the project steps start out with as the Director of Operations for Dexter Bank and Trust in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Brianna is overseeing the expansion of the bank into new locations. To prepare for a presentation to the bank's board, she has created an Excel workbook tracing the new branches opened in West Virginia, and she asks you for your expert help in formatting, creating, and the charts in the workbook. So there you go. Cha-ching, you can make some money if you know Excel. You can help Brianna out. So we're going to go to the new branches worksheet, which is right here. And you can see there's already a couple of charts already made. So that's good. So we're going to go to the stack column chart, and it does not like it. It says it's a little bit hard to interpret. So we're just going to change the chart type to a regular. So we're going to go to chart design, and we'll change the chart type. And we're just going to create a regular clustered column. That makes it a little bit easier to see. So that is number one. Number two is move the chart legend to the right position. So that's really very easy to do. If you go into the chart options and go into the actual legend, we'll just move it to the right. So just click this arrow here and change it to the right. So we are now in number 3. Brianna knows the board members will be interested in new branches open in the fourth quarter. Highlight the data series representing the fourth quarter in a clustered column and change the fill to quarter 4 data series orange accent 10. That's a mouthful to say. So we're just going to click in here. If you're not sure which quarter is which, especially this one's easy because it's fourth quarter, so we can just click here. So we're going to go and put our mouse over it. Notice that it does say fourth quarter. So there's different ways to do it. You can go into chart format and change the shape fill, or you can right click here and choose format data series, and we'll go to the little paint bucket here and change the fill here. So either way, you can go into shape fill and shape effects, which we're going to have to do next, or we can go here and then the effects will be over here. So let's go and change the fill to a solid fill, and it wants us to do the 10th column, first row, which is orange accent 6. I happen to have it because I've already done this. So let's go to orange accent 6 here. And we're good here. And then it wants us to do a glow, which is a first column. Themes in here applying glow 5, accent point orange, accent 1 glow shape effect. That's a lot to talk about. So let's go to glow and find it in here in the presets. And let's see what we have here. This is glow 5 point orange accent color 1. Doesn't look like there's doing much, but you can see the little glow over there. So now the 2D pie chart is supposed to compare the number of new branches opened in each city, but Brianna finds it difficult to understand what wedges in the chart represent. So we're going to apply style 9. So let me caution you a little bit about styles. They sometimes change what's in there. In other words, if you choose one style, you might not see the actual title in here. So we're going to click here. We're going to go to chart design. We're going to go to, let's see which one it wants us to do. Apply style 9. Don't confuse the layout with the style. So here is our style 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I believe this is 9. So we're good here. That will take care of number 4. Number 5, she wants to clarify that Huntington has the most new branches at 27%. So we're going to explode that by 10%. So remember, we're going to click on Huntington here, but notice how it opens up and selects everyone. So we have to click again, and we will, let's see, we're going to explode it by 10%. So we just choose the options here, and here is our explosion, and we'll make it 10%. So that looks good there. And we're going to compare the cities with the highest and lowest number. So we're going to create a 2D area chart based on A7 to E7. So be very careful. We don't do A6 and don't go all the way down. We want A7 to E8. So we're only going to have 2. We don't want the totals, and we only want Huntington and Morgantown. So let's go and insert a chart. And it wants us to do a 2D area chart. So be careful, not a pie chart. It wants a 2D area. So here's our area. This is 2D. Let's click on OK. And you need to make sure you have 4.5 as the very top, so that will make sure you have the right data selected. So we're going to change the title to Most and Fewest New Branches. So that takes care of that, and we will move it to K15 and R29. So here is K15. I like to put it inside a little bit, and I usually increase this so I can see a little bit better. And then we want to go to R29. Here's R. Here is 29. So we'll move it to just a little bit inside. So that looks good. And then we'll change this back to 110 is good for me. Format the new area chart to make it easy to understand. Change the chart layout to chart 7. So again, here's chart layout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You know, again, remember that it may change the elements that you have on here. So we're good. Notice that this one does not have the chart title, but this one does. So don't think you forgot to put it in. It's just your layout. So we're good here. And we're going to change the chart colors to Monochromatic Palette 1, which I believe is fairly easy to do. Let's go and click on Change Colors. Here's Monochromatic. Here is Palette 1. And those are what are called softer colors. So now we're going to clarify the purpose of the horizontal axis by adding a primary horizontal axis title to the chart. Now, one thing I want to caution you, if you right-click on a chart, and notice, actually, let's click on the plus sign here. Actually, notice it doesn't give you the axes in here. You're not going to get that for a pie chart, but you will get it for this one here. And I keep doing the same thing. So here is our axis titles. And we want a primary horizontal, which is right over here, and we will change it to quarters. And I missed the Q as being capitalized. Click outside in here. And this is what it should look like. So everything looks pretty good as far as I can tell. So that is everything for this one here. I hope this was helpful to you, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.